I'm back. After 2 weeks, no, 3 weeks actually, I have returned. After taking a 1 week off to go to the beach, and another week off because I wanted to, and a third week off because I wanted to, I have returned. And I am here to no longer talk about Pokemon. I'm gonna stop talking about Pokemon for a bit. I've basically said all I want to say about Pokemon at the moment, at least. You know, I could make more videos. I could keep crapping on them. Lord knows how much I like it. But, nah. So, what do you say we change gears? And what I think I'm going to do with this channel is, I'll just keep making videos on one thing that I like, you know? Like we did Pokemon, now we're going to do this. And then, after a while, I'll change it up. And I might do a little bit of stuff in between, who knows? So, what do you say we talk about Sonic the Hedgehog? You know, such a perfect franchise.
Ooh boy, do I love this Hedgehog. Look, it didn't take long for him to start infecting my library of Wii games when I got the system in the late 2000s. I would whip it around Seaside Hill and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. I would play the first 4 levels of Sonic and the Secret Rings because I didn't want to play the missions, which are mandatory to complete the game. I would snowboard down the steepest of slopes in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, defy gravity in Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Oh, that's why they call it that. Huh. I remember my heart racing as I fought the final boss of Sonic Colors, scared to make even a single mistake. When it came to my childhood and the Wii, Sonic wasn't far. Good times. But I'm not an idiot either. Sonic isn't perfect. Lord knows he is not perfect. And even back in my youth I knew this, because there were times where I played Sonic 06 at a family friend's house, and I still, with my dumb child brain and all, knew it was trash. He has had his downs, and his more downs, but I still like Sonic. There's just something about him that I enjoy. But you know what else I like about Sonic? The fans. Either cringy or dedicated, it does not matter. Sonic has some of the most die-hard and entertaining fans. Whether they're screaming about one of the games, listing the top 10 hottest female Sonic characters, that's a real video, look it up, or taking one of the worst Sonic games of all time in 06 and completely reworking it to make an actually decent game, the Sonic fandom is definitely up there in terms of one of the most dedicated and loud fan bases. But there are the doubters. The naysayers, the people that just don't see the appeal with the blue blur, the people that refuse to acknowledge even some of the more objectively good Sonic games, dismissing the better qualities as player bias and nostalgia. It's a statement we've heard for years, and a statement we may never stop hearing. Sonic was never good.
I think we're okay. I think we're at the point where we need to admit that this was never really a great franchise, and that we keep trying and trying and trying to find this thing that was never really actually there.
Sonic was never good. Sonic was never good.
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Super true.
Yes, it's a harsh statement, one that many would most likely say isn't true. I mean, how can it be? Sonic was one of the only mascots in gaming to rival Mario in terms of quality and game designs in the 90s. In fact, I think he was the only one aside from like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, and even then, both of those mascots have fallen off a bit. Unless you want to be funny and say Bubsy, and no, but what if they're right? What if Sonic really never was good? I mean, most of the people that play the first few games were kids. Kids don't know what's good and bad about a game. They're dumb. I was a kid and I was dumb. I'm still dumb. Unless it's painfully obvious that whether or not it's good or bad. We gotta get to the bottom of this. We gotta go back. If I'm to figure out if Sonic was truly ever actually good, I need to play Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis. Or GameCube with the Sonic Mega Collection, because that's the one I have. This is going to let us know whether or not Sonic was ever actually good in the beginning. Now, should I also go over the subsequent games in the franchise to get a more accurate answer? Yes! But I don't have that kind of time, and we need to start somewhere. So, let's do this.
There it is, Sonic Mega Collection for the Nintendo GameCube. This right here is a classic. Sonic Spinball, anyone? Yeah. It's got all the hits. So, let's not wait any longer, and let's just pop this bad boy into the GameCube, shall we?
Releasing for the Genesis in 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sega had one goal in mind: beat Mario at his own game and make a platformer that'll be remembered long after its release. Now, with that being said, they may have wanted to beat Mario at his own game, but they weren't going to play by the same rules. Sonic was going to be cockier than Mario, faster than Mario, unless you watch Game Theory, and he wasn't going to be saving some princess from a giant turtle. He was going to be saving entire populations and the world from an evil mad scientist named Dr. Robotnik. You know what his name is, of course. Over the course of the game, you'll play through 6 zones, each having 3 acts and a boss fight. Green Hill, Marble, Spring Yard, Labyrinth, Starlight, and Scrap Brain Zone are the locales you'll be coming across as you trek through the game. And they're what I'm going to be talking the most about, because they are, without a doubt, the most interesting thing about Sonic the Hedgehog. But before that, let's quickly go over the other stuff in the game. And I do mean quickly, because I really want to talk about those zones. Music is catchy, graphics are nice and colorful, boss fights are fun, controls well. Here we go. Like I said, the zones are where Sonic the Hedgehog gets really interesting. You won't notice it when you first play because Green Hill Zone might as well be the perfect first level made for a 2D platformer. Plenty of opportunities to go fast with loops and jumps to keep the momentum going. It perfectly showcases how Sonic should play in a 2D environment. And then you play the rest of the game, and it's almost something else entirely. Gone are loops for half the game, gone are large portions of land to build up some good consistent speed, and now the levels become littered with death traps, annoying obstacles, and hazards. It's such a change in style, you'll think you're playing an entirely different game. I mean, you go from one of the best levels in all of gaming in Green Hill, a level that was the perfect environment to utilize all of Sonic's abilities to the fullest, to this. And then from that, to this, and then from that, to this, and then you finally get a break with Starlight Zone because it actually has loops, and then you go from that to another slow level in Scrap Brain Zone. It makes no sense. Majority of the levels directly go against Sonic's core mechanics. There's only loops in 2 zones, Labyrinth Zone straight up drops your speed with the water, and so many of the other zones have a ton of segments where you're just waiting for platforms to move. It just kills the flow of the game dead. It's crazy because you hear the statement of Sonic was never good, and you're first like, that's ridiculous, no way. Sonic has been good before, and he has. Of course, Sonic 2 and 3 are prime examples, but you look at the first game, and you kind of start to believe him a bit, because this game is super flawed, I'm gonna be honest here. Now, don't get me wrong, the slower zones do have good qualities, but if you look at it as a Sonic game, which it obviously is, it kind of falls apart. However, if you look at it as the first game of the franchise, which it also obviously is, it lessens the flaws in my opinion. There were growing pains, there was stuff that needed to be fixed, and that's what they did with the sequels. But even with the flaws I did state in most of the zones, it's still a solid platformer, and for Sonic's first outing, there's a reason it launched him into popularity, because there's still fun to be had with it. Just don't go into it expecting the high speeds that later games have, because you'll get upset. So after going over Sonic 1 for a bit, I think it's time we address the statement, was Sonic ever actually good? Take a guess. Of course, it's such a stupid thing to say otherwise. To lump every game of any franchise and just willy-nilly claim that said franchise was never good is just dumb, especially when it's a franchise as popular as Sonic. Because it's popular for a reason. If Sonic 1 was pure trash, if Sonic 2 was pure trash, if Sonic 3 was pure trash, it most likely would have died off by then, because that's what happened to most of the other mascot platformers in the 90s. Bubsy died off, Croc died off, Gex died off, Aero the Acrobat died off. They all failed, but Sonic didn't, because not only did he have that iconic look, his games were good as well. So yes, Sonic has been good. Shocker, it's not even a hot take or anything, and I know to truly find a definitive answer I should probably give an in-depth look into every Sonic game to see whether or not they're good, but it's obvious, and therefore unnecessary.
Well, I am glad we put that to rest, and we put the nail in the coffin on that horrific statement. Sonic was never good. Pish posh. I scoff at that statement. In fact, Sonic has always been good, and Sonic has never been bad. I mean, It's Sonic. Nothing's bad about Sonic.